Hi, guys. So I didn't realize that I forgot to go live. And we were just chatting.
Hello, people. Are we live?
We are now live. Thank goodness.
And to those of everyone who is listening to this for the first time, yes, my last name is very misleading. I am an anti ASMR. Hello, everybody. I'm more of an alarm clock more than actually someone who will put you to sleep. The first A in the anagram for ASMR is alarm.
I mean, to be fair, I'm trying to think of what happened. I think it was the night before last night. I could not sleep, and so I figured, you know what? I might listen to some sleep aid ASMR. I found one that Jawser had on his YouTube channel. And I'm like, well, I could try that. Could not get any sleep that night, mostly because I guess I'm used to falling asleep to Toshiro's voice more than I am with Jawser's.
Maybe it's just because it's Xavier and we made him the villain in it, and it's a little unsettling now, considering that what he does, not Jawser, I mean just like Xavier.
Yeah.
Because him, he's an awesome dude. So
he really is.
Oh, by the way, speaking of which, did you send him the link to this? Because I think I still have.
Oh, I did not. I don't. Yeah. Let me hurry and send him the link. I don't know if he's available right now, but I can see if. I do not want to go to Instagram. I want to go to Twitter. Goodness gracious. Oh, wait. Okay, now I gotta go on my YouTube on my phone and just hurry and share this. I probably should have done this before we went live. That was on me, but I kind of forgot, so.
Okay. We will not hold it against you. We will just hold it against you in secret. We will judge you silently.
Okay. Now I'm going to send it to him now. Okay. Just send it to him. All right. So, yeah. Anyway, a lot of these comments are from the memes that you have been doing. Jeez. All right.
Oh, you got some pie, huh? Can I have a piece? Let me have some of that Cool Whip.
Helix put me too. I cannot listen to Jawser's voice the same without imagining he's the villain. I kind of have to agree with that because, yeah, like most of his stuff, I will try to not imagine him as Xavier while he's doing for example the siren ASMR, like that one I've been listening to. It's really good, but I've been what I've been trying to do is I've just been staring at the thumbnail photo just to make sure I'm okay, this is not Xavier. Just get it through your head. It's not Xavier, so just calm down. So I'm trying to picture this character without thinking of him as Xavier. Anyway.
And yes, first order, yes, I do have a good connection this time. I'm using the router connection.
Yay! Oh my gosh, my friend Gadget Panda Studios just said, I just listened to the Drunk Toshiro and Cool Whip before arriving for this. Helix, not Toshiro being drunk. Actually, I was really confused at that because I'm all like, well, wait. I kind of imagined Damon being drunk for that like meme, but then I was like, oh wait, he's not really old enough to drink. Okay,
Well,
I guess that makes sense.
Well, it's Damon you're talking about, so he'd be drinking regardless.
Yeah, true. Anyway.
And yes, Kat, that does kill people.
So, yeah, we are just here to, I don't know, just chat, answer some of your guys' questions. So yeah, let's do it.
And yes, Kat, you were the one who suggested chocolate. Chocolate. Chocolate! I'm not gonna scream that one right now. I want to keep my voice.
I was like, I bet that one was really hard to record.
I'll whisper. I'll do ASMR version. Chocolate. Chocolate. Chocolate.
Wonder how. Okay, someone put. Wonder how listener would handle Tasha while being drunk. Because we have a child in the house, Loki, our child, who must not get hurt at any cost. I'm pretty sure the listener would just call Damon to just bring him over back to the house.
Oh, goodness. But I don't know. I think that a drunk Tashido would actually be more with Loki. I think it would be a little bit more cuddly with him.
Yes.
He would, in terms of drunkenness, because there are as far as I'm concerned, because I've never been drunk,
Same.
There are three different types of drunk people. There's the I love you guy, the I hate you guy, and the mere guy. And what I mean by that is like when someone comes up and like either like calls you out on the side of the road and you're like, yo, dude, mere, come here. Then I'd be like, no, you mere, or no, you go away.
Gadget Panda Studios. Loki is he's a little black cat or kitten that Tasha got for his birthday in the birthday episode.
And yes, we need to get an SNACK. And see, yeah, Kat. Full disclosure, that was one of the first memes that I ever actually voiced, like the chocolate one. Before I even started this whole channel, like, actually, there was a voiceover competition that required us to, they gave us a prompt, and the prompt was memes, and that was the one that got me past the first round.
Oh, that's so cool.
I think I might still have the video on it. I might send it to you later, but
oh, that's awesome.
oh yes, I do remember you. Although I'm going to butcher the name. I'm going to butcher the name. Akihiro. Okay, did I just butcher the name?
I don't think you did.
We shall see. We shall let Akihiro be the judge of my very poor understanding of names in general.
Oh, hey Beth James, what's up? This is one of my players, guys. Cat plays 9 drunk. Toshiro is going to be in my nightmares.
Okay, Aki for sure. I'll take that. That at least I know I can be able to do.
Yeah.
Aki from Chainsaw Man. Oh, good. To be honest, I haven't seen Chainsaw Man. I've seen clips and I know like the basic story, but I haven't got a chance to actually binge it.
Same here. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna watch it mainly because it's rated M, and I try to stay away from like some stuff as far as with stuff like that. But yeah, my dad just barged in. I'm sorry. Okay, we're good now. Toshiro is
Okay.
an elf, or Toshiro is an elf or a werewolf. Elf, definitely an elf, half elf.
Oh, I think it's Recivi VA. I think that's how it is. Yeah, go ahead and ask the question. I promise you we will not scorn you for whatever question you have.
We promise.
And yes, I will keep that in mind. For period comfort, yeah. Let's see. Oh, Tashi, do you still have the Kit Kat I gave you, or did you eat it? If you gave him a Kit Kat, then chances are he probably already ate it.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
that thing was gone. Like, I think I'll eat it now.
What would Toshiro's listener be like in a fantasy world? Oh, that's a good question. Clerk.
Oh yeah, like the white mage.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. I have one about Damon. Do Damon call his listeners by any nicknames? I think I'll wait till season 2 to do nicknames, because at the very end of the series is when they officially actually got together. So then some time will pass for them to actually be like, oh yeah, we can now be buddy buddy and give each other pet names at that point. But I have yet to come up with a name, but that'll come in time. Unless people end up asking like otherwise, like saying, I want to be called this, I want to be called that, or let's see, yes, Nico is definitely pro Swedish fish.
Hibiki put, we need the whole gang at a Renaissance fair.
Okay, let's see here. We'd have Tashido as the
rogue.
yeah, we have Tashido as the rogue. We have Aiden as the brawler. Let's see, and we have Damon as a pyromancer. And Nico would be
I'm trying to think of a D&D class that would be good for Nico. I feel like Nico would be a monk. Like full on hitting stuff with his fists type of thing.
Most likely. Either that or like a thief.
True.
Because you got to remember that he did spend like almost like a full year on the streets. So chances are he had to do some stuff in order to survive.
That's true.
Oh, why do you feel selfish? Let's see. I may have the honor of a collab when I make audios worth listening. Okay. May I have the honor of a collab when I make audios worth listening to? By the way, my name is pronounced somewhat like saying, oh, Red Sith.
Oh,
Sith.
okay.
Oh yeah. If you do have an idea for a collab and you have like, an audio, just shoot me a DM. Either on the Discord server or on Twitter or Instagram. I think I also do have like my business email on the channel if you needed to get a hold of me like that. But yeah, there are different avenues of getting a hold of me to collab and stuff, because there are instances where some people can only because some people don't have like Twitter or Instagram or Discord and so forth, and so they just message me back via email. Like that's what I did with Nora ASMR when I did a collab on his channel. So yeah, shoot me a DM, and then if you have something, then I'll be sure to help out wherever I can.
Goodness. It looks like you. Sorry, my throat's kind of dry today. Looks like you have a question. I see. Muffin's Merit. In Damon's series, was there ever a part of the story that you were unsure about or kept having to rewrite?
Actually, yes, there were a few sections, and actually, to be honest, there were like 3 different sections that I was just initially planning to like even when I first started off, I did not have everything planned out because because I think a few factors came into play. One, the Nico series, in terms of the established universe that I wanted to because the idea of the sanctuary, I thought that would be a good build up to connect all of them together and having like the demi-human aspect in there. Two, let's see here. Also, when Zelda ended up starting to do the Punk series, then that became intertwined as well after, I believe, episode 9, once we established that this was a connected universe. So then he also played a part in changing how the flow of the story would go. And 3 it probably shifted from the traditional delinquent heart of gold type of deal to like the more heavier drama stuff that you see on later on, is when the demi-human stuff was intertwined, because there was a time before I even thought of doing the delinquent series that I wanted to do like something similar to like a fire demon-esque type of something like Damon, but his character was a little bit different, and it was for like a separate story that I wrote before I even did the channel, but it was more like an idea. But thankfully, because of the demi-human section, I was able to implement that into Damon's character. So instead of having like an idea on the back burner, I just integrated it into Damon. And then after every single part, just one thing built on top of another. So like, Damon is now a demi-human. He can now breathe fire. He can now shoot fire-esque stuff. He is now half Ifrit. Or even the idea of his mother coming back or making an appearance was also not initially planned until the actual writing session for episode 11 came out. And then I was thinking, oh shoot, now I guess I'm integrating Damon's mom into this. And then afterwards, like I said, this thing was not fully planned out straight from the beginning. I just used the characters and situations that I had at my disposal, brought in those ideas in that episode, and then built on them.
And honestly, I think that's a really cool idea. And actually, Icey actually helps me out with Toshiro's story as well, because at first I knew that Toshiro would be a punk, not full on delinquent, but a little bit of a delinquent in there. But at first I didn't really know what to do for like as far as a full on story. Like I was thinking, okay, should I have him like be like part demi-human or not? Because like I didn't know for sure until I kind of thought for a minute, and I was like, what if Toshiro's ring does something like for like magic wise? And then Icy came up with the idea, and I'm all like, oh wow, that'll be really cool. So I just kind of went with it. as Toshiro turning into a dragon. Let's see.
Let's see here.
Looks like my friend put in, I wonder if my OC Murphy I can't remember how to pronounce his last name. Lavelle. Yeah, Lavelle could make a cameo in season 2. He's Toshiro's friend and teacher. I don't. I mean, maybe he could be mentioned, but like, I don't know, because like, season 2 is still in the works, and I'm just trying to figure out what all is gonna go on. We haven't exactly gotten a full story yet, but we have a bit of an idea.
Yeah, because like full disclosure, if anyone is thinking that any of us like planned all of this out from the beginning, like, oh, Damon's gonna go from like street punk delinquent to like fire demon-esque like demi-human at the very end, or like Toshiro would end up becoming a dragon. And then afterwards, like, no, we did not think of this ahead of time. See, the thing that what happens is that when you're building a story and characters and you don't have everything figured out at that moment, and you're just going like piece by piece by piece, is that you use what you've established and then add on to it. But the problem is that you've got to make sure that if you are adding new elements, you have to make sure that it adds up to the elements you've already added.
For sure. But yeah, like, again, like, as far as Toshiro's story, I didn't think anything, like, nothing was planned out with the whole magical ring type of deal or anything like that. All I knew was mostly just his backstory, and that was it. Didn't exactly like have a full-on plan as far as what he was going to do now. Let's see. Okay. Akihiro put, are you gonna make videos of the characters celebrating the listeners' birthdays?
Actually, yes. Now for season 2, despite what we just said, I do initially have that one mapped out. And then Mystery Vix is helping alongside that. So yes, there is going to in season 2 there is going to be one instance where the listener's birthday will be coming up. So
I think that'll be pretty fun.
Yep.
All right, let's see what else we have. Oh, here's a good one for you, Icey. Muffins Mara. So would you say that Damon was your character to experiment with?
Yeah, I would definitely say, like, even though at first I think in terms of experimenting, that started with episode 4, because that's when things started to click and I started to get more and more ideas the more I took risks on it. Because full disclosure, episode 4, when Gina was first introduced, that was just going to be a straightforward Damon was sick and now listeners taking care of him type of deal. That's all it was supposed to be. But because GGX Hunter messaged me asking if I was still interested in doing a collab, because this was before the Nico series had Savage Nami as his mother. So I was messaging different VAs for whoever would be able to play her, but then she ended up coming back and saying if I was still interested, and I'm like, oh shoot, well, I already cast that character, but maybe I can be able to add in another character for this one. And that's when Gina ended up popping up. And that's when I ended up experimenting with her backstory on top of Damon's, and then actually ended up creating his backstory as a result. And then ended up creating a brand new character from scratch thanks to her.
Which is honestly pretty cool, honestly. And see now, I'm trying to think. Oh my gosh. So I can't get the words out. I'm all like, okay, geez, now I finally got them. But oh yes, character creation is a lot. I agree. Well, and especially with like you creating Damon's backstory. See, now mine was the other way around. I had Toshiro's backstory created. I just didn't know what to do as far as uh, what would happen during when the Toshiro series was created. But I mean, eventually it worked itself out, and I had Icey to help me out as well, especially with like Xavier's backstory, because I was having trouble on that as well. And but now I'm okay with it. And in fact, I did a comic for Xavier's backstory. I might do more. Who knows?
But yeah, it's weird how that came out. How you managed to have everything like planned out in terms of backstory in the very beginning of it, but then we just added on as we went.
Mm-hmm.
That was essentially the building blocks for what would go on in the future. Because if you notice, the first like 3 parts of the Punk series, there was a lot of backstory and exposition in the very beginning, because that's initially what you had to work with.
Yeah.
So then I think it was around like episode 4. I don't let's see. Episode 4. Oh yeah, episode 4 was when Xavier ended up coming into the picture. Let's see.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah. Sorry, my throat's like dry today. Okay.
and let's see. Then 5 was the official concert date.
Yes.
6 was when we introduced Iragon into the fray as like a mentor-esque Mr. Miyagi / Iroh type character that I previously made the artwork and stuff for a past video that I read off of Reddit script. I do not remember who wrote that, but I created the OC design for that and then just did the voice. And then I thought, hey, I have a dragon character here. We have a dragon boy here. It could work.
It could work, and it did.
This is what happens when you have stuff at your disposal, or when you have characters in your universe that you are at your disposal. Use them. Like I still have an android-esque character still in the background or the backlog of my one of my earlier ASMR videos that I could still possibly use in the future.
Oh, that would be kind of cool. See, now that's kind of what I'm thinking with some of mine, because like I do have like a few OCs that I could possibly use for season 2 of the Toshiro series. I haven't thought of anything yet, but that's kind of what I've been thinking of.
Yeah, we have the initial plot down for how we wanted the series to start off, but we haven't really figured out how we're going to end it, or even just
Yeah.
like how we're going to build on top of it.
Yeah.
Because we're essentially like with the story that we have, we're basically taking another thing from scratch and having to without spoiling anything, basically having to add in more characters, more settings, which is essentially going to be bigger than season 1, but the amount of stuff that we'll have to do in order to get it off the ground is definitely going to be a lot of work, and it's going to take some pre-planning before we even think about putting out before putting out the first episode and saying like, oh, we have all of this planned out, and then the following week, what the hell are we gonna do?
Exactly. See, that's what's going on right now with season 2, because like I gotta think of stuff now. This is a good question. Chenley put, Zelda, do you think you can star in a VA? Well, I mean, I think I could. I'm using this mic that I got for my birthday, so who knows?
And yes, you can go ahead and send me a friend request. Is that going to be on Discord or Twit or wait? I think that's the only way you can send a. I think that's the only way you can send a friend request.
Someone put play a mom Zelda. I'm not good at playing. I'm not good at playing a mother. I mean,
okay,
I have.
cool.
I mean, I have a mother. I just.
Then fire away. I am ready to accept your friendship. Free friendship. Free friendship right here. I think that should be something on Aiden's shirt.
Yes.
Like, free friendship. Free friendship. Instead of free hugs, it's free friendship.
Yes, and then immediately Toshiro and Damon will just be the two annoyed ones. Meanwhile, Neko's like, "Oh boy, friends, yay!"
Oh boy, friends. Oh, oh, I just got the friend request, and I did not know that was actually that you were already in the server. Oh, cool.
Oh, cool. Akahiro put, when are you gonna do a face reveal? Do you mean for both of us, or do you mean for just Icey?
Now, if it's for me, nah. This face right here is just like, it's too much for anyone. Like, if you saw it, your mind would be blown. Like, it would be like opening the Ark of the Covenant. Your face would just melt from just like seeing me, or like the SpongeBob meme. You're like, my eyes.
Yes.
Free friendship. Free undying loyalty. Yes.
Someone put Damon's shirt. Ew, people. Oh, jeez. Oh, Rugstar put permission to make an animatic for your characters.
Absolutely.
Of course.
I am all for it.
I do not mind a lot of, like, I don't mind Toshiro fan art. I honestly, whenever I see Toshiro fan art, it makes my day.
Because the thing is that before I started the channel, I actually attempted to do a few storyboard sketches and animatics in the past to get my feet back into animation, because that's what I originally wanted to start doing before I got into voice acting. But now actually seeing people, like, I know that I think like Gloomy Demon ended up doing an animatic of the Birds the Word meme with Aiden, Damon, and Anais, and all of them, and it is hilarious, and I love it. And also Kiwi reels, Kiwi queels, Kiwi. I'll
Kiwi,
just yeah,
Kiwi, Kiwi heels.
Yes.
On
She ended
Instagram.
up doing another one on and posting it to both the Discord and also I think Instagram as well. And it shows like all of them like in like an interrogation room, I think. And each one, and Aiden, he was just like pure bliss. He didn't even say anything. He was just like,
I'm trying to think of what. I'm trying to think of what the meme was. It was trying to think. Does it matter who wins the argument? that's the meme that it was based off of, and honestly, I love it. I especially love Toshiro's last line in it in the first part. His D&D counterpart doesn't win in anything though, which is so true, because in my games, even in my Monday campaign I'm in, he does not win anything.
like he's the Edward Elric of fighting people.
Yes.
Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh boy, Swedish fish at 3 a.m. see.
I'm trying to
read short. Yes. Let's see.
I'm trying.
Also, let's see. What made you want to get into voice acting? Long story short, I tried my hand at animation, did not go well. But the two voice actors that I hired for that animation, I actually found out that they recorded from their home. And I'm like, oh, you can do that? But it turns out a lot of my favorite content creators on YouTube, like Team 4-Star, Eiley Monty, and pretty much everyone in the abridged space or at least the YouTube space ended up recording quality stuff from their homes without the need of a studio. And I'm like, oh, you can do that? Then I ended up giving it a try. I bought a Blue Yeti microphone, just a basic setup, and then tried my hand at recording. But I'm going to tell you, the first time I hit the record button and listened back, it was like opening the Stargate. 2001: A Space Odyssey. I was just transported to a new world. I was like, what have I been missing? And it just clicked. And then I just started auditioning on different sites like Behind the Voice Actor, Casting Call Club for a few years. Then after like 3 years or so, I wanted to get more serious into it. And so I ended up taking workshop classes with one of the people who ended up inspiring me, which was Kira Buckland. And so I ended up going to her anytime that she had a voice acting workshop. I was always front and center, always the first one to buy it. So yeah, that was my initial introduction into voice acting. And can you try Bakugo voice, like, or Kiroshima? Oh, full disclosure, I actually did like a fan dub of a handful of Bakugo's lines.
That's so cool.
For like a fan dub, just like a. And normally when like I'm always calm and rational, you red-haired loser.
That's so good. That's so good, though. I love it.
You've been hiding your true power for years. What's the deal, Deku?
Oh, I love that, honestly. That's really cool. I feel bad, though, because I don't really watch My Hero Academia anymore. The story was getting too confusing. I saw this question from Muffin's Merit. Question for Zelda and Icey. Since using D&D was the basis for the Punk series, was it hard creating that world in terms of merging it with modern day? Also, would you use another game to create another series? For the D&D basis of the Punk series, yes, it was hard trying to merge it in modern day a bit, because I had to really think, okay, so, because originally, and well, full disclosure, originally in my D&D game, Toshiro is a prince of his kingdom, his mother had gotten assassinated by his brother Xavier, and Xavier is on the run. After that, Tashiro's father is being controlled by Xavier to basically run this kingdom as an evil, crazy kingdom. And so during that, I really had to like think, okay, what would modern day work? And so I ended up thinking, okay, normally I'm not used to like as far as some modern day things like how Omfred is mostly abusive to Toshiro, making Xavier leave despite of this. That was a bit hard to like try to think of, because I thought, okay, so Amara's dead in this one. Would it be like because of illness? And then I thought, no, that seems too stupid. I'm just gonna make her die in a car crash. I know it's evil, I know, but yeah. But yeah, as far as with the modern stuff, it was a bit hard for me to fully figure out what was going to happen with Tashiro's story in that. And holy cow, there's a lot of other comments that are all the way down here that I have not read yet.
Let's see, what's Nico's favorite fruit? That would be strawberries, because they are red like Swedish fish.
Akihiro put, can you make Toshiro sing Cupid by 50/50? I don't think Toshiro would be a good... Well, then again, I think Toshiro is like... I don't know, because I feel like Toshiro would sing more rock than anything else.
And to be honest, even though I've seen that song around on YouTube, I have not listened to the full one. The only time I have heard it is either like a handful of like YouTube shorts, or if it's being played at like the grocery store over the radio, over the intercom. And I'm like, oh, so that's what that song is. And like, if I remember, the only thing I remember is like Cupid, na 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 Cupid. That is literally all I know. I would have to go like at least 3 minutes, or maybe like take a break to look it up, and sing the song.
Oh man.
My ears. Let's see. What if Jazzer played Bakugo and Icey played Kiroshima?
Actually, that would fit.
Right.
That would fit very well, because I know that Jazzer did some Bakugo ASMR stuff. I haven't exactly listened to it yet, but yeah, I think that would work.
Let's see. Oh, Icey, even better Todoroki voice, because he is icy hot.
Oh my gosh. Also, I remember seeing this comment on one of the videos where someone said Toshiro is basically Todoroki.
Yeah, basically. Like,
I didn't. Well, I
rickrolled 4 times at your job over the radio station.
You've been rickrolled 4 times? Oh, that's gotta suck.
And I've seen Peaches being placed into the chat. And let's see here. Okay, which voice should I do? Should I sing Peaches for? You have all the characters. Let's see. Is it going to be Tashi, Damon, Nico, Aiden, or Anais? Or heck,
I'm actually
even Iragon, or anyone.
I'm actually curious about Damon. I feel like he would just sing it in like just a very annoyed tone.
Let's see. And Random Human, yes, you can friend me on Discord. Let's see. And nice, give him the spotlight. We got Damon. We got Aragon. We got Damon.
No, not Aragon, please. I don't know if I can take that.
Mario, Luigi, and the Donkey Kong 2. 1,000. Actually, that actually sounds pretty accurate to Bowser.
Oh my gosh.
Peaches. Love you.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
I'm
and
like,
now Nico. Mario, Luigi, and a Donkey Kong 2. 1,000 troops of Koopas couldn't keep me from you. Princess Peach at the end of the line. Now make you mine.
Actually, Nico sounds really good. I'm quite impressed.
And let's see. Here's Tashido. Mario, Luigi, and a Donkey Kong 2. 1,000 troops of Koopas couldn't keep me from you. Princess Peach at the end of the line. I'll make you mine. And Damon is just like, Mario, Luigi, and a Donkey Kong 2. 1,000 troops of Koopas couldn't keep me from you. Princess Peach at the end of the line. I'll make you this. I'm going out. I could just see that. And then Aiden, of course, being fully into it, being like, Peaches, 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 I love you. I could like very traditional, like Mario, Luigi, and the Donkey Kong 2. Just being like full opera.
Oh man. I'm just kind of like imagining Damon just randomly singing this out of the blue. Toshiro, what are you doing? What are you singing? Damon, I got this song in my head. Leave me alone. Oh geez. A random human wants to animate the boys singing Peaches. Oh gosh. Oh man. Okay. Okay.
Yes. Animate them with the peaches.
Yes. Dude, I'm sorry. If Josper were here, I'm now wondering what Xavier sounds like singing that now. Oh man.
Let's see. I've honestly never heard of. I think I might have heard of Golden Hour, but I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to let me listen to it a little bit real quick and see if I can be able to understand. You've got to look up Golden Hour.
Actually, I think I've heard that song on TikTok a lot, so I'm pretty sure I know what it is. There's like a piano version and then the full version of it.
Okay, let me.
It's actually really good.
Okay, I can at least do like the bit. You're golden hour. I can read you with that.
Someone put there's even a Japanese version.
You're golden.
There's even a Japanese version? What? Okay, I'm gonna have to search that up after the stream.
Yeah, you know what? I've actually thought about doing this in the server, about doing like a separate section just for cover songs as the characters.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Like having like Nico sing the majority of the SpongeBob covers, or even some anime. like covers, or even like Damon rapping, or Tashido doing, let's say, either the classic rocks or the punk stuff, like either Set It Off or My Chemical Romance or Def Leppard, any of that. And then Aiden would probably do like the pop stuff. And let's see here.
I can now just imagine Toshiro singing Pour Some Sugar on Me by Def Leppard.
Yeah, Damon can rap. Yeah. Basically, oh yeah, hold on. Damon's got to rap. Someone love a dumb, I love you, someone I'm here. What I gotta do to get it through to you? I'm superhuman, innovative, and I'm at a rabbit, so anything you say is ricocheting off of me. It'll go to you. I'm devastating more than ever, demonstrating how to give a mother effing on it. It's a feel like it's levitating, never fading, and I know the 8 hours of morning, and I can't breathe. I can't do that part, but
Don't work yourself out, man.
like, yeah, I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
No, Akihiro, no, I can't handle that right now. No. Oh, jeez. I serious.
Intro. My little pony, my little pony.
Oh my gosh.
My little pony. Used to wonder what friendship could be.
But yeah, I could
or have Aiden sing the I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life in plastic, it's fantastic. And then Damon goes, come on, Barbie, let's go party. I could see Damon either doing rap or like death metal. I could see him doing that.
I could see him doing death metal, honestly. That'd be kind of cool. Oh man. But yeah, I can
let's go party.
But yeah, I can
Dragon Tales. Let's all go for Dragon Tales. Come along and take my hand. Let's all go to Dragon Land.
imagine them all rickrolling the listeners.
You want me to imitate Soldier from TFS2? What makes you think I can be able to do something like that? Huh?
Oh, jeez.
Would Damon and Goff listener get along?
I feel like they would.
Yeah, I'd say more or less. It's just like they'd probably be like indifferent to each other, to be honest. Be like, hey, what's up? Like show tunes? Maybe. Oh, I don't like show tunes. I read books, but I asked that question to make sure that I don't associate with you now. And be like, oh shoot, dang it. Yeah, Toshino trying to rap to his listener, trying to impress.
Oh him. No, I don't think he can rap. I really don't think he'd be able to rap, if I'm being honest.
Oh, really? Is that a challenge?
Tashi, don't you dare. I'm sorry, I can't take this seriously.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here. Y'all gonna make me throw a face down. Up in here.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. But yeah, I can definitely see Tosh.
I don't know some of these songs.
I know, I'm all like, what are these songs? Most of these songs I know are from the 80s, for crying out loud. And I wasn't even born in the 80s, and yet I grew up on them. Oh man. But yeah, I can definitely see like Toshiro singing Pour Some Sugar on Me by Def Leppard, just going like, pour some sugar on me in the name of love.
Now pour some sugar on me in the name of love. The highway to the Danger Zone.
Kiwi kills Patashi, tries to rap, and then dies.
You just got to ignite the light
Oh
and
no.
let it shine. Just on the night like the 4th of July.
Don't wear yourself out, Icey.
Just baby on a firework.
I can like hear your voice breaking. I don't want you to wear yourself out.
Like normally whenever I actually do end up singing songs, I do warm up or do like lip rolls to some of the songs to make sure that I'm not like over stressing or not putting unnecessary strain on my voice. But if I'm doing like a gargly voice like this, or even like a high pitched one, I have to like try to control it a little bit more.
That's true. But yeah, as far as as far as like doing voice actor work, I know that I already answered this question, but I'm just gonna kind of say just a little bit, not a whole lot, but I am doing something. I am going to be a part of something. I'm just not telling you guys what it is, because obviously spoilers, that kind of thing. That's all.
Yep, it turned it from a Q&A to a live cover stream.
It did. It did. It seriously did. It turned into a Q&A for like then.
Well, to be fair,
all like
it is technically a question because they did ask to sing in different styles and different songs.
True,
so
true.
Still on the cusp of it.
That's true. Karaoke night with the gang.
Oh yeah. The only difference is that we're probably not going to get copyright struck with this one because we're having no backup music.
Oh my gosh. Heretic, I know you're in the chat. I just saw you post something. I'm going to show this. Will it show on here? Yep.
Ooh, hold on.
We don't discuss Tasha's.
Resi said something in the chat. I'm going to do like a solid snake voice, like.
Okay.
Onto his knees he fell. His eyelids grew heavy, and he fell into a deep slumber. For days and days he slept. And when he finally awoke, his eyes drew upon a figure within the mist.
That was pretty cool. Based we do now.
And singing Barbie Girl with Barbie. He would either do it in a Barbie dress or in like a pink Ken jacket.
I feel like he would do it in a pink Ken jacket, and then meanwhile Tasha and Damon are like, wait. They're just super annoyed, and they're just like, yep, nope, I'm out. just try to get away from Aiden as much as possible.
Yes, it sounds like Solid Snake.
Oh man. So, did you guys have any more questions for us? Actually, funny thing, when I was actually playing Fall Guys in Jawzer's live stream that he did the day before yesterday, I think. And when I was playing it, I immediately died because I wasn't used to the game yet because it was my first time playing it. And then I go in the chat and I say I'm part blind, and then he's all like, Zelda, you're part blind? Well, no wonder you're getting used to it. And I was going to put something in the chat like, yeah, I am part blind. It was pretty fun though. Won a few games, maybe honestly two, but Helix put, please, a conversation between Damon and Tasha. I'm going to edit it. Okay. I have an idea for one. Let's see.
Oh, before you do that, I'm going to answer one of the questions.
Sure.
I would, there would be some occasions where I would probably join the VC, but the problem is with me personally is that I am very introverted and reclusive. And so there are a lot of different social situations where I don't normally, j- immediately jump into a conversation. So I would most likely either do VCs once in a while, but not often. But it would most likely just be for like events or streams, or anything like on in that nature, because
Yeah, and I get that. I mean, sometimes I join the voice chat just to bullcrap with people, honestly, because I'm bored.
diamond paintings. Interesting.
Oh,
Yeah, go for it.
actually, yeah. Now I can't. Now technically, I can't really do diamond paintings anymore, mainly because it's hard to see them. I have one that's of like a black cat, and I still have not finished it yet. Anyway, let's see. But yeah, Muffin, that would be pretty cool. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Akihiro put, what is sorry, what is the character's zodiac signs? Tashiro's and Xavier's are Cancer because they were both born in June.
I thought Cancer was July.
Oh wait, maybe it is. Let me see. I think it is anyway, because I mean I'm a Cancer myself, and I'm in June, so let's see. No, wait, go back. Goodness, let's see. June, zodiac sign. Let's search it. Oh, never mind. Hang on, let me see something. June 20th and the 23rd, because
Let's see. Oh,
okay, I got it.
Oh, go ahead.
So it looks like Xavier is a Gemini because he was born on June 20th, and Toshiro is a Cancer because he was born on the 23rd. Huh.
Interesting. And let's see. Well, for Heretic, said, serious question for Icey. Do you ever feel like you roleplay a character too much to the point that it kind of meshes with your personality a little? I would say that there isn't one specific character that I get like fully immersed into to the point where it is literally just me. What I basically do is that I sprinkle it on the different characters that I do play, because there are different instances that have my personality that are based into these characters. Like, say, Damon is arguably my favorite character, mainly because he like embodies all my repressed teenage angst in one character. So he's a very cathartic character for me to play. But different ones, like say Nico, he plays into the very shy, very quiet, very nervous, socially anxious aspect, but also have like a sense of like childlike innocence in terms of how different things like play out, or even how to interact with people. And both Tashiro and Aiden kind of play like that extreme, like in your face type of energy, like saying like, don't call me small. Or even just the randomness of Aiden, just like I can also be very aloof sometimes and just be like very random and ask like the most weirdest questions. Like I could ask like Zelda and saying like, oh hey Zelda, it's me Icey. Listen, is it true that dogs have retractable claws, or is that just cats?
I I have no idea, actually. I'm pretty sure it's just cats, but oh jeez.
Oh, we have yet to hear a Kiroshima and Todoroki voice. Okay, first I'm gonna have to look it up because it is. I'm going to have to make sure that I'm doing this correct. Let's see, Totoro.
While you're doing that, to answer, I'm also going to answer Heretic's question because I know you're watching Heretic, so yeah. I know that you asked that question for Icey, but I'm also going to answer it because as far as with role playing as well, I mean, I know that I role play in D&D with you, but like, as far as like with Toshiro, I feel like he's a bit kind of like me, like as far as personality wise. Like, I have some personality that I don't really show as much, except for in Dungeons and Dragons, as far as when I play Toshiro. And so, yeah, I don't know. Don't call me small, but you are, Felix. I also saw something that you just put, Heretic. I saw it and I want to share it with everyone. And honestly, I'm not offended by this because I'm part blind. I know that. I'm not really offended by anything. Zelda doesn't have wall hacks. She uses 60 feet of blind sight. To be fair, probably not 60 feet. Maybe like 30 feet. But I mean, I know you were talking about like referencing Dungeons and Dragons, but yeah. Anyway. Let's see.
Well, as far as I can see, that Todoroki is normally very deep voiced, very almost on like a teenage Solid Snake, only he doesn't smoke. Now I gotta look up Hiroshima real quick.
Akihiro, the boys are taller than me. I'm 4'10". Same height as Nico. Oh, this is a good question. Helix put on here, question for Zelda, what made you change Toshiro into a dragon instead of, and I think you were going to finish that, but I don't know what you, instead of a half elf, I assume you're going to ask? Honestly, mainly because, well, honestly, I don't really know. I just thought, well, maybe his ring might give him powers. I just couldn't think of what. And then Icey came up with the idea, like, oh, well, there are these 3 dragons that are from Yu-Gi-Oh! Full disclosure, I've never watched it, never played it. I'm sorry. But he basically said, oh yeah, what we could do is we could maybe like have these 3 rings possibly, and have them basically give the user dragon powers or the ability to change into a dragon themselves. And I thought, oh, that's a really cool idea. I actually like that. And so Icey kind of showed me the pictures of the 3 dragons, and I'm like, the Critias one looks cool. And he's like, okay, well, so we could nickname the ring of Critias. And I'm like, that'll be perfect. And then we did the one for Xavier, and yeah, I mean, honestly, it was pretty fun.
Okay, I think I got it. Hi, I'm Red Riot. Bakugo, what's wrong with your hair?
Actually, I just saw that scene because Kiwi Kills sent it to me and Alex on an Instagram message, and I was all like, "Oh man, that reminds me of what's going on in my D&D game that I'm in on Monday." Basically, Toshiro got some of his hair burnt off by a trap, and so now we're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna cut his hair. Oh man. Oh yeah, heretic. Yeah. I also use the idea from the ASMR for my campaign as well. I basically had Tashiro's ring make him change the form to a dragon. And in D&D, his dragon stats are from a young red shadow dragon, which I thought was pretty cool. Obviously, it's not red. I kind of just changed it to purple, but yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
Okay, characters' favorite foods. Okay. In terms of actual meals instead of like snacks or candies, it would probably be for Nico, it would be those takoyaki fish cakes. For Damon, he's not picky. He would eat anything. Let's see. And Tashido, I think you've said this before. I think he likes like sweet and spicy type of things, like rice.
Yeah, like he's into spicy as well. Like just nothing extremely spicy. So like if it's like Mexican food, like sure he'll eat it. He's not that picky, but just as long as it's not too hot.
I gotcha. And Aiden is obviously silverware.
I'm still quite curious how he managed to do that, by the way. I'm pretty sure all of us are.
I even put in like a meme of what Aiden is like when he does end up eating it. And it shows what he is. And I just got a Scott the Woz scene of him going like, "Oh shoot, is that a pinball machine? Is that a pinball machine? Oh my god, my ass is bleeding."
Helix put, "Can you do Bakugo? If you die, I'll kill you." Pretty much Damon's line. If you die, I'll kill you.
Bakugo, if you die, I'll kill you. I think it. Hold on. The thing with Kirishima is that he has it, but it's like combining both Damon and Tashido at once. So you've got so it seems that you've got like the basis of like a normal like Damon type voice, but then combining Tashi's, and that's usually what you get when you get with Kirishima.
Which honestly is just, I'm sorry, I'm always impressed with your voice acting. It makes my day. Okay. Okay, we got a question for both me and Icey. Let's see. For Icey and Zelda, out of all of the Icey boys, which boy would dye their hair and what color? Oh man, I really hope you're not referring to I hope you're not referring to Xavier though.
Well, actually, Damon, his hair color isn't natural. Like he's actually his natural colored hair is white. And he dyed it black.
Huh.
So you'd think that the top end of it would be the thing that he would dye first, but actually it was actually the black, like his brunette based hair color that he ended up doing. But you'll notice that whenever he, like in part 14, it showed what happens when he transforms. That dye basically evaporates.
That's kind of cool.
As for the other ones, Aiden would probably do like a rainbow color because
Oh my gosh.
is all the colors. So, in order for him not to discriminate against a color, he would just go with all of them.
I can actually see him doing that.
Nico, I don't know. He would probably either go with a lighter color like white, or probably to make himself look a little older.
like a more silver type of white.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Toshiro, he would not really change his color. Just keep it the dark purple that he has. Now, if you guys are asking about Xavier, well, I've been debating on, I don't know. See, there's this joke I've been trying to think of too, but like, I don't know if I want it to be a joke or, well, I don't know. I mean, it could be. But like, as far as Xavier's red hair color, again, I just chose it because it looked cool. But yeah, you guys can decide if Xavier's hair is dyed red or not.
Oh, cool. You have silver hair too? Nice. Who is the most bullyable and why is it Toshiro?
Based. I know that was the another one of my players. Who's the most bullyable? I mean, I guess Toshiro is bullyable, but I mean, somewhat in the ASMR series, just not fully. Heretic, to be fair, James Xavier gets bullied more in the. He does get bullied more in the horror game that we're playing in. That's because I thought my player made him evil because I was like expecting him to be evil. He's not. I was like, oh.
Oh, Muffin. Let's see. I honestly have never heard of Icey narrates. Icey.
I've watched a few of his things. One of them is a sleep aid that I sometimes listen to. I'll send you a link to him, Icey, after the stream.
Okay, in terms of silverware, he would go with sporks. Not forks, not knives or spoons, sporks. Mainly because they're all-purpose.
Like the plastic sporks? Are we talking about those? Or
like silverware sporks.
Like, I don't know if
sporks.
I don't know if I've ever seen a full-on silverware spork.
See, how tall is Nico? He is about 4 feet. He has a very short bean.
Kiwi random. Xavier, you dyed your hair natural? Xavier, yeah. Oh, wait. I read that wrong. Goodness, Xavier, is your hair dyed or natural? Jeez. Have you heard of a spife? It's a spoon, fork, and a knife. What?
I've never heard of that. Would be on like the very end of it, like the very
never heard of that.
end of the handle, because you got the spork end, which covers 2 sections, but then you have the one on the end, and then cut it. I'm
gonna search that up. What is it called?
A book.
What is it called again? A spife?
Yeah, a spife. It is a spoon, fork, and knife at once. That is the Switch Army utensil.
Oh my gosh, it is a real thing. I'm all like, what is this thing?
Let's see. Draco Malfoy.
Draco Malfoy. From Harry Potter. Look, I've only read the 6th book, and have watched the 6th movie.
See, I'm gonna have to look up a. Let's see. I'm gonna have to look up.
Would Aiden eat a book?
Draco Malfoy. He probably can't. Let's see. Would he eat it? I don't know, because I guess it just depends on how good the food looks in the pictures. It's like, how can you eat this? There's no pictures. So if he eats it, it's a cookbook.
I was gonna say, I'm all like, he would look through a cookbook.
Or like try to put his face in it in an attempt to eat it. And he's like, this looks so good, I can just, oh, no. It didn't taste as good on paper.
Kiwi Kills put teammate, you should eat a spice. Aiden, challenge accepted.
I'd say for a dress, it would probably be something functional. Like,
Yeah.
Probably like, not like, say, like a tomboy-esque dress. Something that's comfortable and form-fitting, but would also make him look gorgeous.
I'm sorry, I can't answer this question. Heretic, it's a book about silverware. Okay, let's see. Oh boy. Oh, that's right. Someone wanted us to do a conversation with Tasha and Damon. I have a good idea for one. If you're cool with that, Icey.
Oh, hold on. I was listening to Draco. Hold on.
Very fine.
You're not dangerous at all, are you? With your oh God! Oh God! It killed me! It killed me! You're gonna pay for this.
That sounds more of like Anais to me, if I'm being honest.
Well, yeah, pretty much. Like, but it's so good. Silverware.
I know, I just saw Hibiki. Aiden's stop eating the silverware.
Ooh, Mundus the Hedgehog. Interesting.
What?
Oh, and another question. Do you act along with your characters when you play games? I have, so it is so much fun with my squad and Dark Tide. I was just asking in character and acting on the side. I've asked 4 times over. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see. I don't really like, because full disclosure, whenever I'm playing games, there is 0 commentary. I'm just saying, like, I don't have a Twitch or I stream like video games. Basically, the only time you will hear me talking is if I'm playing a really hard game and I'm raging out. But there have only been 3 games where I've actually done that. Dark Souls 2, Kingdom Hearts 2, the final mix, when it comes to any of the boss battles, and Smash Brothers or Smash Brothers Ultimate, if I'm in a tournament and I end up getting thrashed by someone who is either someone who is training for Evo, basically.
I have to agree on the Super Smash Brothers one. And honestly, I'm kind of the same way. I mean, I don't really stream on Twitch or anything. I mean, I do play video games, but like mostly I will try to like not be too loud at raging. um okay. So, oh, I see. Here's a good question for you. Let's see. As far as villains go, was there any inspiration for Mundus, or was he just a random character you decided to add?
Well, it's a bit half and half, because like I said earlier, when I was writing the stuff for parts 12 or 14, I didn't originally know who I wanted to be the main antagonist. I thought it was just going to be random thugs. But then when I was writing part 12, when we were interviewing Damon's mom, Irene, saying that this is his dad and why he has his powers, then I was like, oh shoot. So if you've noticed that there is a lot of detail or backstory or exposition from Mundus, it's because that's basically his character introduction and his whole story in general, because it was being made up like. But I think the thing that inspired to make him was, I didn't want to just do another like deep voiced antagonist, because we already have that with Darren. We already have that with Xavier. So I wanted to give him, like, instead of like the typical deep voice raw monster esque, I wanted him to be like a Carmine Falcone crime boss, for anyone who's seen Batman. Because if you've seen like the Batman, and I'm not sure don't remember the actor's name, but it wanted to have that type of energy, to the point where he's very calm, he's very collected. He's a savage monster, but even when he's doing terrible things, he relatively talks like this. So,
Which is honestly cool. And again, Chuck Hubbard did an amazing job with Mundus, honestly.
mm-hmm. he provided exactly what I wanted. And even though in the live direction I had to like tweak a few things, the majority of it he was like spot on. Let's see. Yeah, one of the major reasons why I wanted him, not only because of the voice, the type of voice that I wanted instead of just another generic deep voice, was the fact is that what was interesting in the Batman's Carmine Falcone, as opposed to the other reincarnations from the TV show or the other movies, is that he was out of, like, say, the Riddler or Penguin or even Catwoman. They were all either villains or antagonists, but he was arguably the most terrifying, because he was one of the few that didn't technically raise his voice. He was very calm and very collected, because he already felt like he was, or even like charming in some instances, because if you notice, like, anytime that someone comes in with a calm expression, it's either very comforting or terrifying. Because, and there was another section that I saw, but I don't remember where I got this from, but there's a saying that those who do not raise, or those who hold true power, don't have to raise their voice. So that's why he was relatively calm in that instances. But the second that Damon challenged him and realized, oh shoot, I'm screwed, that's when he lost his, temper, because he's no longer in control, and then completely loses it.
And honestly, I think Mundus is a great villain. He was a great villain. I'm sorry, he really was. Okay, it looks like I got two questions here. One is from Helix. Question: what would happen if Damon and Xavier met?
Um,
That's a good question.
He'd probably beat the crap out of him.
He probably would.
Damon would.
Just imagine Xavier just like beating the crap out of Toshiro, and then all of a sudden Damon walks in. Xavier is all like, "Oh, look who it is! It's the..."
Because see, there are instances where Damon would have the upper hand against Xavier for two main reasons. Xavier trained in a dojo and on the streets. Damon got his training from an ex-war vet, and on top of living on the streets for basically his entire life.
Oh yeah,
so
for
in
sure.
terms of both training and streets brawling, he's definitely a lot more adept to it. In terms of powers, yes, Xavier does have the ring of
Hermos.
And he can turn into a dragon, breathe fire, and all that kind of stuff. The only thing is, Damon can be able to absorb fire and even throw it back at him. So he's already canceled that, his basic, power altogether. And if he does end up throwing like fire at him, it'll not only heal his wounds, but also make him stronger. So if he does have any like extra like razor sharp claws or anything else that he can be able to do, it's not something that Damon hasn't faced before. So in that instance, in that term, Damon would win. Or at least in typical sense. Xavier could probably do like some underhanded tactic that could probably
turn
get
the
him like
tides.
an edge and like a few nicks here and there, but nothing that'll win him the fight.
Oh yeah. Honestly, that's kind of a cool idea though, if Damon and Xavier were to finally meet, and then
It's time for a death battle.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, Hibiki has a question, and I have gotten this question before, but I don't know. Is Toshiro ever going to meet the listener's parents? Do I want to say anything? I don't want to spoil anything, but I will say possibly. There is a good possibility that Toshiro might meet the listener's parents.
Oh, favorite character to play? Oh, that's Damon. The only reason is that he takes the less effort, and probably my more natural voice. Because full disclosure, all the characters, I love playing all of them, but in terms of voicing them, there are a few problems. Because see, with Nico, I have to talk very softly and go to the very top of my upper register. So it can be a little hard to maintain sometimes, especially if he's like riled up like this. Then having to scream, or even Toshiro in this instance, you could definitely tell the graveliness in the voice. So try doing this for almost like for 20 plus minutes. Yeah. Now, Aiden honestly sounds a lot more like me right now, but the only problem is that he has a ton of energy, and me, I do not have that type of energy. Like, I can be able to bring that to the recording, but it's not like, oh yeah, I gotta be super excited. Yes, woo, woo. And Anais is arguably another decent one. There's only two problems. One, it's again in a little bit in the upper register, and I'm also throwing in a British accent, which I'm not the best at, and I'm just making it as I go.
Which is just fine.
Which is the bare bones of what we need.
Oh, here's a good question. Nemi, when is the Punk series season 2 episode 1 going to come out? Do you want to say anything, Icey, or do we just want to just wait? Or
we will say that it is that the script for episode 1 is done, and we know, but we're waiting until we have a fully fleshed out game plan in terms of story, like how like what parts are we going to have Is it going to be like a full 12 plus episode series? Is it only going to be a few? Or is
Yeah,
it
that's what we're kind of struggling on right now.
so we're still trying to map out the story before we be able to say, hey, this is season 2, but then realize we have no plans, or like saying like, oh, what are we gonna do now? We've already published the episode, but we'd have no idea how we want it to end. So what do we do now? But once we figure that out, then we can be able to, even though like the Delinquent series had that non-official plan type of thing initially planned out, but the thing is that wasn't as big as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be like a quick like 12-part series and then boom, done. But because of everything that everyone incorporated into it, and everything else that went along, especially with the connected universe now, and everything that the community also added, like Alex bringing in Jesse, and everyone just putting in like new ideas of what to do and how the story could go, it ended up giving me a lot more to work with. But in this instance, we do have an idea, but we don't have like bullet points as to how we're going to get there.
Mm-hmm. Well, and again, I didn't think that the punk series would get as big as I thought it would, because again, I just bought the commission. I thought, okay, this will be fun. Did not expect it to blow up.
Yeah.
But I'm honestly excited that it did, though.
Ooh, looks like Poop has asked a question. Poop.
Okay.
Let's see here. Yeah. Is Saber stronger than Nico's listener? They're probably on equal footing right now.
I was gonna say,
Saber is arguably a lot more savage than the listener. So chances are he would probably be more lethal in a fight as opposed to her. But I don't know. It just depends on how angry you guys are that you want to beat him up. So there's also that fact, because you are the listener. It depends on how well you want to fight it, and because there have been some people who have simped for Saber.
Oh geez.
Being like, oh, I don't want to hit that pretty face. Being like,
gosh.
as opposed to
Actually, funny thing, one of my listeners, we're friends now. One of them has a crush on Xavier. And like she couldn't stop like going all crazy for Jawser in his recent stream because she was just thinking of Xavier. Okay, we got 2 questions. Both of them are practically the same, yet somewhat different. One by Helix and one by Cat Plays 9. Can Zelda have a conversation with Damon and with Nico, or one of the two? That'd be kind of cool. I don't know what we talk about. Just I don't know. Maybe I kind of feel like Damon would like talk with me about like Tasha. I'm like, why are we best friends now? Like, yeah. I mean, if you want, we can. Yeah, I can have a conversation with Damon. I don't mind.
Okay. What do you want?
I'm just here to say hi. Damon, right?
Cool, you know my name. Did you have to look that up, or are you stalking me?
What? No, I know it from Toshiro.
Great, so Tashiro's stalking me.
I don't think I don't think he's stalking you. Nice to meet you. I am Zelda.
The game, or is that your actual name?
That's my actual name.
Well, I can definitely see what your parents played when they tried to have you.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to stay in character. Oh, okay. So about you and Toshiro, how'd you two become friends?
I mugged him.
Okay. Did you know that I kind of helped him with that? As far as basically protecting the ring that you tried to steal?
So let me see if I can get this straight. You somehow manipulated the fact that I was going to steal his wallet and his ring. And then what are you, like a god or something?
I wouldn't consider myself that. I mean, not in that particular sense.
Good, because I hate narcissists.
Okay. Um, I see that you're reading a book there. Uh, Percy Jackson?
Yes.
I'm glad that someone likes Percy Jackson as well. I read all the books. They're really good.
Good. That means you're not illiterate.
I mean, I try and I'm I'm not. I just have a hard time seeing. I mostly listen to the books.
You're an audiobook person. And here I started to respect you.
Hey, I like the Percy Jackson audiobooks. It's not like I'm gonna like. Oh man, I'm trying to think of that one book that apparently the audio sucks in. Oh yeah, what is it called? Oh yeah, The Ballad of the Songbirds and Snakes.
Well, at the very least, I can say that you're somewhat cultured. Keyword being somewhat.
Okay. But yeah, I'm kind of friends with Toshiro. I guess you could say.
Good on you. So, could you please do me a favor and go talk to your friend Tashi and let me finish this book in peace?
I guess I'll be quiet. Sorry.
See, now you're learning.
Hey, no need to be mean. Trying. I'm sorry, I can't keep this up.
Are you still here?
I can't keep this up. I'm sorry. Someone put Nico next. I don't know what we would have in common though. That's the only thing. Like with Damon, I just figured books. Percy Jackson.
Hello.
Hello, Nico. I'm Zelda. How are you?
Wait a minute. You're Zelda? I love that game.
Well,
Do you know Link?
No.
Can you turn into Sheik? Can you turn into that ninja?
No. Although I do love that character. Sheik is pretty cool. I'm a friend of Tashiro's.
Oh, you mean the dragon guy?
Yes, the dragon guy. So yeah, and just to kind of reference it, like just to kind of add a little more depth to this, you basically just see me holding a cane. I don't know.
What are you holding?
I'm it's my cane. I use it to get around. Uh, I'm part blind. Can only see in my right eye.
Oh, so you're like a pirate.
I
Ooh,
mean,
you have an eye patch? That'd be so cool. Ooh, could I have one too?
I mean, I'm not really a pirate.
Oh, there's also this one game. I think it's called Fire Emblem. And there's this one dude with the blonde hair. He also has an eye patch. He looks so cool. And he also wears blue too. And I'm sorry, is this making you uncomfortable?
No, it's fine.
I feel like I'm a little being insensitive at the moment.
No.
You clearly have an issue, and I'm sorry if I'm making fun of it.
No, it's fine. My D&D players kind of make fun of me all the time, except I feel bad because one of them's like, I don't mean to say anything, but you're fine, Miko. I'm not offended.
Okay.
So
Okay,
yeah.
I think we managed to get a lot more out of that one than we did with Damon.
I know. Well, like with Damon, I'm like so nervous to like talk to Damon because I'm all like, I don't know what you want me to do.
Because full disclosure, Damon is incredibly antisocial. So
He is, and so that's why I'm like, oh geez, what do I do? And just for fun, I think the people might want another conversation with Toshiro and me, but I mean we could do that and maybe end it there, because it is kind of like getting close to almost
it's already getting to 2 hours.
almost to 2 hours now again, like last time.
Now, in terms of the question, let's see. The phase backstory is primarily Vex's creation, but from what I gathered, her inspiration was basically from the movie Maleficent, which is why she has the black wings.
Oh,
So,
that's cool.
and also like the quote unquote princess of a different country. Although that element was I'm not 100% sure about the inspiration for that one, but I know of the origin of the wings.
Honestly, that's actually really cool how you thought of that, if I'm being honest, because I kind of forgot about that movie. I was like, oh wait, I remember that movie now.
And how her wings were taken from her and then brought back.
Honestly, that's honestly really cool.
Oh, it's almost 2 a.m. About one more hour and you can be able to have a Krabby Patty or Swedish fish.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
3 a.m.
Well, since it's almost like 2 a.m. at I can't pronounce the name. I'm sorry. Recife. I don't know. But since it's almost kind of getting close to like 6 a.m. around my time right now, I guess if you guys want, we could we could do a conversation with me and Toshiro if you guys want. What do y'all think in the chat? What do you guys think? Just kind of end it. End it with a bang.
She had a question for you, and she was saying, I'm not even using I don't even know if I'm using the pronoun correctly. And then Resi got a question for you and saying, have you seen my most recent script idea? I'm assuming it's in the server.
I have not yet. I will look at it when I can, though. If you tag me in it, I can look at it. Base James. Into the Tashi verse. What if modern Tashi and fantasy Tashi met? Oh man. See, now I don't know if I can. Here's the thing. If I were to roleplay as Toshiro right now on stream, I would probably I would really have to make sure not to swear, because I am very very careful with that, especially since my parents and my family and friends watch this. So I don't know if that will work. I can do modern. I can have a conversation with modern Toshiro though. Like I don't mind. Just be like, oh
like-
hey,
Or
like
hold
what's
on,
happened?
like stop! I'm you from the future. The future? Oh man, I got fat. We're like an hour. into the future. Oh. That's what I can assume Toshiro would be.
Oh man, I feel like my players are just going to die at that now. Okay. But yeah, conversation with modern Tashi. I'm kind of thinking of maybe what has happened, like as far as Xavier, and yeah, I don't know, cause like all I'm thinking of is episode 13. That's all I'm thinking of. That or the birthday episode too, where he gets his cool guitar. Anyway. But yeah. Let's do it.
Right, let's do this.
Hello, Tashi. What's up?
Oh, hey. Oh, nothing much. Just trying to figure out this DVD thing.
DVD thing?
Yeah, DVD.
I
Fantasy
mean,
game?
D&D. I'm so sorry. I misheard you.
Oh, wait, D. Oh, wait, it's D and D? Oh, I thought that was a B. Dang, I must be getting dyslexic. This is like, that thing in the middle did not look like an A. It looked like a very weird, like, snake bee.
That's the symbol for and.
Okay, now I'm embarrassed. I kept wondering why it always said, or I didn't even know what the abbreviation was. What is the abbreviation?
The abbreviation is and, like D and D.
No, I mean like what's the name of the thing?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, now I'm embarrassed. That's starting to make a lot more sense.
So have you been doing on the game?
Well, I suck at rolling the dice. I keep getting like 2s and 3s, sometimes even negative numbers, and it just shows that if I were to actually throw this stuff at a casino, I would be screwed.
Pretty much. So, what kind of class are you thinking of going for? Like, or class, race? There's human.
Well, class, I don't want to go to class. That stuff's boring.
No.
That is hell. As for race, I'm clearly Japanese. Look up your. But I do appreciate the not presuming my race. So thank you for that.
No. So Tashi, so have you played a fantasy game before?
There's Dark Souls, but I think I only played like 15 minutes, and then let's just say my PS3 spontaneously combusted. Totally didn't have anything to do with being thrown out the window.
Oh no more Guitar Hero.
I have 3 other versions.
True. Frankly, I prefer PlayStation 2 Guitar Hero 3.
I mean, it's basically the same game. It's just like slightly different graphics. Even so, the graphics aren't like super like detailed. Then again, I think you can also like
with like the Xbox 360 and also the PS3, you can actually like download music. Unlike
I
the
think
Wii
so
version,
too.
which is just like preloaded on there.
Yeah, that's true. So, how's how's everything been?
Well, my dad's been about 2 months sober, so we'll see how that goes. But then again, there's this like Rick dude at his like meetings, and he's just constantly spewing obscenities. And his nephew also came in and just told him to piss off, like right in the middle of it. And it's like, okay, dude, this guy's not helping. I think this weird blonde dude. I think he was like, I don't know his name. He's just like he's been coming
I see.
around lately, but
I see. You were kind of cutting out a bit. I'm so sorry. I just realized I was like, oh no.
no. Yeah, more or less. It's just like, but me and my girlfriend are starting to actually, hit it off. Let's see, and so far there has been, no sign of Xavier, which in hindsight is a good thing. Though this
Are
one
you
little girl seems to be, I can't get the feeling, but I always get the feeling like I'm being watched.
uh, a, a little girl? What do you mean?
I don't know. There's just like this weird girl. Every single time I go to like the gas station or just like going across the street, it's like she's like watching my soul.
Oh, okay. So how's Loki doing?
Oh, that little dude is just so precious. Oh my god, you just like every single time I try to go over to the pet store, he just like he has to like jump on the not just like one little toy. No, he goes throughout and runs over the entire aisle and just like plays with like everything all at once, and it's just like, oh my god, it's just like you wanna hate him for it, but at the same time, he's just so. It's like watching a kid play with like several toys all at once, and it's just like, oh, I didn't think I could actually like get like cuteness overload, but that little boy. Oh,
Actually funny thing, Tashi. My cat Azura, she's just kind of just a little prissy princess.
Azura, wait, isn't that like a Skyrim character?
I yeah, I practically named her after a Fire Emblem character.
Okay.
But yeah. So then about Xavier, like are you sure like he'll be okay? Do you worry about him? Or do you think that he might come back?
Worry about him? No. Care? Eh. Worried? Little, but either way, he can clearly handle himself. And besides, if we do end up fighting again, then I don't know. I think I'm still a little weirded out by still trying to piece together how exactly my mom actually talked to me and Xavier, but like when like whenever we're like battling, it's like she can actually come out with fire, which I guess I would kind of have to like be concerned about his well-being, because apparently we can be able to summon her through via fire. So I guess let's just say the holidays, if he ever shows his face again, it's gonna be very awkward now.
I mean, and considering that that your mother, you said that she appears
Yeah,
at
through fire.
times.
Yeah, through fire. I wish I could make that sound less insane, but apparently that's just.
Well, no, I kind of get it. I mean, like it could be her spirit. I apologize if that's
Aragon kind of explained it, but it's like trying to explain something is like trying to explain like his own religion to me, which is a little still trying to wrap my head around.
Speaking of Aragon, how is he? Is he okay? Like, is he recovering? Like, what's going on there?
Oh, he's fine. He's had worse, or at least he said he's had worse.
And Damon, are you guys gonna like, I don't know, like go on another date with your girlfriends, or are you just gonna hang out? Like, what do you think?
So the last time I did a double date with that guy, he nearly drowned me in apple. He nearly drowned me in a pool of apples. I think it's gonna be a little bit before I bring like any type of romantic energy into that setting.
This is gonna be a weird question, Tashi, but I do have a question for you.
Does it involve Canadian trivia?
Nope.
And I will answer the question.
What do you think if I were to see you again? Maybe, I don't know, like, I mean, I try to run a D&D game, but like, it's kind of still a work in progress. Would you be interested if I help you out with that, or?
Yeah, sure. I'd probably also bring my girlfriend if that's okay too, because like, she knows a lot more about this than I do, mainly because she's also a mage. Yeah, again, long story. I can't really explain that well, but yeah, if we ever want to set something up, yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
that'll be great. But yeah. Well, I'm glad everything's going well for you. Oh, you're I'm sorry. Um, do you still have your ring?
Oh yeah, always. This thing is never leaving my finger,
That's good.
which makes it very awkward in the bathroom.
Oh, geez.
I'm kidding.
Okay. But yeah, I will possibly see you maybe, I don't know, a couple weeks, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
If we have time.
Yeah.
Here, if you give me your contacts, I can probably just like we can make plans afterwards.
Yeah, sure. Though I will let you know, as far as D&D, there's actually an easier way to create a character. Have you ever heard of D&D Beyond?
I've heard of Batman Beyond.
So D&D Beyond, it's a website that is basically a Dungeons and Dragons website where you can create your own character, look over the rules, and it's all on your computer, your phone. But yeah, that, I don't know, it might be easier for you.
Yeah. Well, I'll definitely get my girlfriend involved in this because she definitely knows a lot more about this stuff than I do. So that way, if like full disclosure, you're gonna have to spend like the next hour or two trying to explain the rules because I do not understand a lick of this.
Oh yeah, I will. Alrighty, well, I kind of gotta get going, Tashi. So
Yeah, no problem. I mean, I'll still be here trying to figure out what I'm supposed to put on this frickin' sheet paper.
And I don't know, maybe if I come over to your place and help you and your girlfriend out, you think I could pet Loki? I love cats. I'm sorry.
Sure, no problem. He's a troublemaker, but he's fine. He's
Yeah,
fine.
I get that. I mean, I used to have a black cat myself. His name was Toothless, after the dragon. So yeah.
All right, then. Well, I guess I'll see you around.
All right, see you, Tashi.
Take care.
Okay, so guys,
That was
That
our
was-
longest session.
that was. Jeez. So, we are going to end the stream here, if that is cool with you guys. Because again, it's been like 2 hours and like 5 minutes now. So, I will let you guys know I am planning on doing some more artwork. You can see some of my artwork in the fan art part of the Discord. There was something I made earlier that I used a bit of Jawzer's, like a little part of Jawzer's stream in. I just basically did that because it was just something that I whipped up really fast. I will plan to redraw it. I just decided to do that because I figured, well, I may as well hurry and do this before the stream. So, all right, but yeah. Tachiro needs to go and do some homework. I actually forgot about that. I'm pretty sure he's caught up on his homework by now. Anyway. So yeah. Yeah, we'll see you guys. And Icey, it's again, it's always a pleasure working with you.
Oh yeah,
So-
totally.
Alrighty, so yeah, see you guys, stay safe.
Stay cool and take care.
See you guys.